It is my opinion that second language learners would benefit from engaging activities that encourage expression and exploration of the language, all while allowing personal and cultural identity to have a voice. Patsy, Lightbown, and Nina Spada summarize the sociocultural perspective in that speaking and writing mediates thinking, which means that people can gain control over their mental processes as a consequence of internalizing what others say to them and what they say to others. They also explain Krashen's affective filter as being the feelings of anxiety or negative attitudes that inhibit a learner from successfully accessing comprehensible input. Based upon a conglomeration of language theories and hypotheses, including the sociocultural perspective, teachers are encouraged to incorporate the 4 domains of reading, writing, listening, and speaking into their lessons. But what if there was a way to incorporate those 4 domains while allowing the student's identity to become the focus and effectively lowering the affective filter of students in high-stress situations? There are many ways to incorporate these types of activities into any class. Masume Farokhi and Hashemi discuss the impact of using art in English language learning classes. They advocate for the inclusion of visual and performing arts that are culturally responsive. They state, "The arts provide languages for shaping and expressing our understandings. This is done by offering nonverbal methods of communication and an opportunity for students to create mental images, all while learning by doing and gaining positive emotional responses to the target language." Examples of visual arts include painting, drawing, and other paper crafts, clay work, and pottery, while examples of performing arts include theater, tableaus, puppetry, performing poetry, and song. Students can choose an art form that makes them comfortable in expressing themselves. Art can help in lowering the affective filter that may be inhibiting second language learners from fully participating. Textiles are an important part of nearly every culture. Some examples include quilting in Eastern Europe and the Middle East, or embroidery in Asia and South America. The oldest form of fiber art is weaving, which can be found in Africa, the Americas, and throughout Asia. Students can use this medium to express themselves in a culturally responsive way. Instructors can support second language acquisition further by having students compose a written element to accompany the finished piece and have the student present to the class. Although traditionally done with cloth, quilting, embroidery, and weaving can be replicated with paper to make this a more accessible activity in the classroom. Another form of art is woodworking and carving. Found in many cultures across the world, carving can allow students to utilize and access their culture as a means of communicating their thoughts, feelings, understandings, and interpretations, regardless of level of language proficiency. Carving can be done on wood, stone, or alternative material, and promotes private speech in the target language as students plan and discuss together. Brian Tomlinson and Hashemi Masuhara discuss using physical games to boost opportunities for language intake and for purposeful use of language. They state that physical play facilitates cognitive, affective, and social development at any age, with the important factors being positive experiences, diversity, and engagement of all. Using games in the classroom to support your second language learners provides concrete, practical learning environments that are relevant and neutral for beginners with different familiarity of the target language, while facilitating language connections and private speech in the target language. Physical games in the classroom could be competitive team sports, board games, or choreographed dance moves to their favorite music. Food and cooking is a universal bridge between people. When done as a group, it requires reading, writing, speaking, and listening to be successful. In addition, food and cooking can be connected to almost any content area. Similarly to food, technology can act as a universal bridge. Technology allows students to communicate in a variety of ways and offers new opportunities in expressing themselves. Examples of technology are 3D printing, video sharing apps like Flipgrid and Chatterpix. The last activity that boosts opportunities for language growth with low affective filters and the sharing of personal and cultural identities is getting out into the community. Allowing students out of the class with field trips allows for diverse learning opportunities and language growth.